The only thing that I know, when the webcam will be turned on, I will see a Maria Stad in your goddamn hand.
Absolutely. How do you get certain ideas, sir?
Well,
Well,
this picture says otherwise.
okay.
Okay, let's up. Yeah, found. Yeah, it's live there.
Cool. And as always, we will be able to see the chat in the
By
program itself.
by the way, they can hear us on. We are not muted,
Oh,
but I just heard myself on YouTube. Hello. Yeah, yeah. We're live on YouTube. Voice. Well, you can double check. Well, it may be some strange shit for me. Yeah, they're saying that they can hear us, but they can't see anything. So, the people on YouTube, this is just a temporarily thing or whatever. Maybe it is. Should we just start 10 minutes earlier, but skip the topic in hand?
no. I think for your entertainment public, now Nine will sing a cappella rendition of the Italian anthem.
Porco
alla. Hello.
Hello.
Salutations, old people.
That went really smooth. I am so delighted how I injected you into only the audio into the intro. It's I hope you guys enjoyed it.
It was going to be too well technically, so we had to.
Exactly.
Yeah, so why not some unfiltered retardation?
Yeah, no problem. That's what I mean, basically, that's our only, sport. Good to see you guys, and good to see people in the chat already chatting away. Hello, chat. Emil, Jane, GK, Binan, Ferenc, Sylvia, Alex. Hello, all.
Hello.
Hello, people.
How are you
The
doing,
unknown
Ian?
void.
And hello, Nine, and hello, Walter. I am Nephente. I am doing some vocals in some bands. 2 words about you, Walter.
Yes. Yeah. Italian, living in Stockholm for the past 10 years. I like music. Been playing in a few bands here and there. I like pizza.
Yeah, of course you do. Question is which pizza. We'll figure out.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we will. And we have 9 up here.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm the vocalist and mainly lyricist of Wormwood, also been in Withershin and some couple of other shit. And just here to talk quasi-knowledge and, make people angry.
Yeah, no problem. I got you covered. Anger is such it's everywhere these days, and alternative truths, alternative facts, and anger. That's sort of how the world rolls these days.
There are no alternative facts. There's only the truth from the non-believers.
Did you see the latest? They will. This is where we are now.
This just in.
Yeah. It will be Trump who's sworn in due to a face swap. And Joe Biden is going on trial. So, due to the same face swap. This is where we are now.
I really hope that will be the case. I mean, I want to see the world in flames more than in flames.
No worries.
The moment you think it couldn't be more psychedelic.
it will be.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching Brazil, but yeah, the movie Brazil, while eating, snorting all of the coke in the world.
It's yeah, you can't make this shit up anymore. I mean, this is where we are now. We just have to roll with the blows. But if you need anger, hey Dave, it's out there on the internet. It's so we'll anger people just by existing these days. And Rubber Gnome is here. We like Rubber Gnome.
Hello.
Incidental, that was my nickname in 5th grade.
Yes, and it's still my nickname when I indulge in certain guilty pleasures. Because that is today's... what
a segue.
Is it is it a theme? Is it a topic for conversation? We don't know. But what we have decided is that we will not prepare today's talk much. And so we haven't actually prepared.
No, we haven't. And I think I want to make the first stand here and say that I think the whole concept of guilty pleasures is bullshit. Because if you can stand up for music, for something you like, you should shut the fuck up. And, never be ashamed of anything you listen to, except Sabaton.
It is very Victorian to feel guilty about something. Hear me now, all crimes should be treasured if they bring the pleasure somehow.
So, when you live in a very small community and or when you are a teenager, peer judgment is very, very important. So maybe then is where we had some sort of guilt.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I am sure, like when I was, in the 7th grade, so that like 97 or something, and I'm sure there were bands like, I don't know, was Slipknot around in 97? I don't remember. 98.
I don't want to know.
Maybe they weren't big, so.
But I mean, that is such easy music for someone, in my age to listen to. But I didn't, because I felt they were already mainstream when they started, and I couldn't really listen to it. So I didn't really indulge in them. But maybe I would have listened to them. Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe that would have been my guilty pleasure when I was in 7th grade or 8th grade.
But we have guilty pleasures, or pleasures we should feel guilty about had we had any sense of, decency.
That's the perfect definition. Yes.
The only real guilty pleasure is porn. So about midgets.
Why do you feel guilty about that? It's.
I mean, I rather talk about, liking reggae with my mom than, I prefer bestiality in midget porn.
But it's consensual. They are totally happy doing that.
Yeah, I guess the animals and midgets have the same rights now, so I should be fine.
Actually, did you know that bestiality became legal in Sweden again when homosexuality became legal? Because it was the same law that forbade both of these. So as they sort of made homosexuality, which they they waited long enough, but then by by an old law, moose became legal again for a while.
Well, I guess moose, decides if they want to have.
One move for yes or all the moves for no.
When they give you that look in the forest,
it's
gonna be party whether you want it or not. That's how mooses roll.
You're just gonna Fabojanta up that moose.
Yeah. It's that's gonna happen, and we all dream about it, of course, nightmares or otherwise. But I agree, we shouldn't feel guilty about stuff, but okay, let me rephrase. When you're into metal, you listen to extreme metal, there is a package of stuff that you're supposed to like and stuff that you're not supposed to like, because it's narrow-minded business. Like every subculture is rather, you can do this, but absolutely not that. For instance, we dress any fucking way we want to, so we all dress black. I mean, I am free, so I listen to the exact same 5 other bands like everyone I know listen to. I mean, this
free will, 5 bands. Come on.
Yeah, and in that package, we can at least. You should like horror movies. That's sort of. I mean, that's expected of you. I really don't, but okay, I can tolerate them. But I am so bad at jumpy movies because they shorten my lifespan by a year because my nerve system is a bit too intense. So, but
the less you smoke, the more horror movies you can watch.
I have stopped smoking, so I can start watching horror movies. True.
And there you go.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor. Dr. 9 in the house.
Yes. You are supposed to like probably beer.
Beer?
Yes, that's the thing. You are supposed to.
Not like Jesus very much.
Not like Jesus, yes. You are probably not supposed to have fun in the normie way. Like, for example, going to clubs. I think it's a big no-no.
It's a bit. You have to do that in secret.
Well, having fun in general. Music is not supposed to be fun.
And once you start doing music, it stops becoming fun. Yeah. But it's like when people ask you, do you enjoy playing console games? Who the fuck cares what you enjoy? You're supposed to be great at it. You're supposed to take high scores. Fun has nothing to do with serious gaming. Seriously.
Yes.
People are weird.
I mean, that's why I'm only doing speed runs of The Longing nowadays.
Exactly. It's such a tense. I fucking love The Longing. But so I'm pretty sure we guilty in the sense that it's stuff that might not be expected by 3 extreme metal enthusiasts, perhaps. At least it's stuff that things that I think people might not expect from whatever. And it's allowed using the word beautiful referring to some extreme metal music. Is it allowed? In Swedish, a guy cannot tell another guy that he's söt.
No, we're not gay, am I right?
Yeah. A guy cannot say to another guy that, kan du vara gullig och hämta gröten? Could you be so sweet and get the porridge? You don't say. I think you can say that music is beautiful if it's like symphonic, bombastic, depressive. Like I think Mist of Misery makes beautiful music. I can say that without frowning. But I'm old and I don't care much what people think anymore. Please write what you think in the chat. Can you say that our extreme music is beautiful? I think you can say that.
Well, Sirens of the Woods.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely, I agree. So one other thing about this, guilty pleasure topic of today is that, as we briefly mentioned, we didn't prepare, in the sense that we didn't even say to each other
what we have.
We're going to talk about.
No.
So I'm prepared to be kicked.
No problem.
I will kick myself.
Unfriended.
But that's not because I feel guilty. That's because I'm a strong, independent white woman. I do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
You want to feel something at least.
Yes.
Real love.
Well, I mean, but also with guilty pleasures, it's more like being judged by the vocal few, especially when it comes to, let's say, black metal. The core black metal that only listens to Dark Throne, Mayhem, hate Emperor because they're too melodic, too beautiful music. You can't win there. You lose with whatever. Everything that was made after '95. You're a poser. You're not true. You're not like how you're supposed to be. So I mean, those are usually the people that complain. But normal metal people tend to be pretty goddamn open when it comes to music.
Especially the younger.
As soon as you scratch the surface, yes.
Yeah.
I think the people
These people that you refer to, I see them as like the black metal Talibans, because they have, they've put themselves in the place where they have the right to judge everyone, because they have read the scriptures and they make the decision, and then they will issue a fucking fatwa on you if you're not complying to not liking. You cannot like They Rode On with Retain because it's clear vocals. No matter if it's a great song.
No, maybe that's the only song that you can like.
It could also happen. That could also happen. You never really know which mullah you will piss off because they think differently also.
Isn't that true of really any subculture? There is always this hard core of fans that they are the true ones and they are the gatekeeper.
Exactly. They're not called true cult for nothing. But I think, isn't that also necessary to even have a culture, that you have people defining the culture and saying what's right and what's wrong?
Yes.
I don't know.
It should be adaptive to the time you're living. Yeah.
No! That's
no,
not how it works.
Sorry. Cut that. I'm sorry.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
The earth is flat. God damn it.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's. I think Quathon was a smart guy who would have, first he invented what true cultists love, and then he sort of fucked it up by doing shit that doesn't fit.
Guys, I like Viking metal.
Yeah, or, I gotta do shitty thrash music now because fuck you, I can do that. But he also said that every generation must kill the gods of the previous generation. That is how it works. And
then we're pretty safe, Neff.
we are fucking safe.
Oh,
I am in this position where no one really cares. The true cultists don't care about the music I make, and the big masses thinks it's too extreme. So sort of lost in the void in between. It's a great place.
Which is the perfect like sixth state of being,
Yeah.
Being you don't affect anyone, but you can affect everyone.
Yeah.
Or you start doing a doom, ambient synth noise, minimalistic analog project, and nobody will say anything.
Exactly.
Because literally no one will listen to it.
Well, there's always one retard on Bandcamp. But speaking of ambient, for the last, I don't know, maybe couple of years, metal is more or less. No, it is less. I listen to it less now than I did before, but I appreciate metal more now. Because when I'm home or, when I'm traveling, I'm usually listening to ambient or some kind of, ambient-esque. It can be electronic ambient, it can be whatever ambient, as long as it's ambient in whatever way. It's like what I listen to 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that I can listen to that when I'm home, have it in the background without need to focus on it. Let's say if I only listen to metal, I don't want metal to be a background noise. I want to focus on the music. So when there's a new metal album coming out, I'm listening to it. I'm giving it the time it deserves. While I'm not sitting there, this is a 2 hour long. This is my favorite part. But when it comes to metal, I want to give my time as they, made the time to create it. So, yeah, I listen to metal less now, but I like it more.
Fair enough. I listen to more music than ever before, but less metal also.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna eventually touch upon some of the stuff I listen to that is not metal, because perhaps it's a bit guilty. I don't know. Walter, how is it for you?
Well, it's pretty much the same, I guess. I'm listening to a lot of stuff which admittedly require less attention than metal and rock in general. A lot of electronic, a lot of, whether it be ambient or a bit more synth wave-ish, a bit more classic electronic, drone, trance. A lot of that, I must say.
Dawn,
maybe, yeah, maybe 40, 30%. 30% be some more, intense music, some metal and stuff. That's changed, admittedly, in the last 5 years. Before I was almost exclusively only metal.
Yeah, I think we had our revelation at the same time, almost, Walter.
Yes.
Around like 4 years, something ago.
But also, I must say that, maybe no, I should go a little bit back. I don't think I was only listening to metal. I always said some acts like Lorena McKennitt.
Yeah, Lorena McKennitt.
Or I don't know, Queen or other important rock bands or pop bands even that, I would enjoy.
But I don't know anyone that, I only listen to black metal.
Don't you? Well, no.
I mean, not even Lilla Naziel. Listen to only black metal. There's, again, I think it would be very difficult to find someone who only listens to one metal genre and nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, yes. It's like if you do stoner music, you're only influenced by Caius. And, you have one band that you can go to for inspiration. Of course, okay, they go to Black Sabbath also. At least they allegedly do that. But I think most people go outside the genre. I mean, I really hope they do, because otherwise, I mean, I'd grow bored. I mean, for fuck's sake, and Spotify these days will, like it or not, at some point you'll be introduced to shit you haven't heard.
Which is fun. It's part of the journey. I think it's
Absolutely.
It's really rewarding. These are some really, progressive gay words I'm using here now. But it's really rewarding finding music that you thought that you didn't like, and you actually find something that you do like in this specific genre, whatever it might be, as long as it's not Sabaton, whatever they're doing. But you shut your mouth. If it's Sabaton,
guilty pleasure. I fucking like the Carlos Rex album. I really liked it when it came out. I listened to it a bit.
There we go. We finally started.
That is a little bit of a guilty pleasure. I admit I feel a bit dirty because it's like power metal.
You make me going underground.
Huh?
I fell into the ground because I was so ashamed of
It's
you.
okay. But I mean, so yeah, even today, as a sort of a grown person, I still feel a little bit guilty about. That's a little bit of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, well, I guess that might be the definition of guilty, because I would be suicidal.
So what about yourself, Nine?
And we
I mean, I listen to everything you like. So
okay.
No, but I guess my first, if you want to call it guilty pleasure, was it was the single of when Melanie C did her solo stuff from Spice Girls.
Okay.
It is amazing. The single was called Northern Star. It was made like in the.
I actually remember that.
Yeah, it holds up. It holds up. Trust me.
The answer is nej, det gör den inte. But okay, I'm happy for you.
Okay, that's qualifies very much. Yes.
But I actually, I'm not. It was maybe not guilt, but I remember when Cardigans released Gran Turismo. Yep.
It's a good song.
Great album.
It's a great album, and that wasn't something you should listen to when it came out.
No,
good one. Yes.
You know, the moderates in Sweden, the conservative party, said that if there is one type of music that we want to be associated with, it's the Cardigans. Nina and Cardigans wasn't so fucking thrilled about that. That's not how we sell albums in Sweden. It's like Goebbels likes your music. It's like, that's not gonna... No, not really that bad, but they are not the party. At least then they were not the party of rock and roll. But the Cardigans come from the same city more or less as I do, so we have some friends in common, so I never had a neutral relationship to them. But that album and that song and that video is really cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Neph, can you ban Tibik? He said or he or she said something good about Sabaton. Can you ban?
Okay. Two girls now said that they like Sabaton, so maybe we should take notice.
We don't even need girls in this chat anymore. Okay.
And Alex here is open-minded. It's like a lot of inspiration for writing music comes from music genres you don't personally write. Okay,
that is 100% true.
It is. For me, it's only true.
It's only true.
It's truer. It's alternative truth. Truest. Yeah.
Ian is saying how it is. There's.
Yeah. Okay, Emil. It's okay to also think that. It's wrong, but it's okay.
You're not wrong, Emil.
Honestly, not that good. I'm open-minded, but no. You have to be more open-minded, opener-minded. Openest. Where was I? But I don't like Sabaton. Rika, get out.
No, Rika, you stay.
Rika.
Anyway, but yeah. So you were saying, Neff.
I forgot.
So then maybe if I said, can you beat Melanie C with Northern Star?
In awfulness. Well, I like Nena 99 air balloons.
What the
99
But do you like it, or is it just
bearable.
a fun song?
No, I don't. But you don't seriously like Melanie C's.
I like that CD. I bought that CD or that single.
But you could have been drunk. I mean, I have a few CDs I might not love.
I didn't drink when I was that young.
Okay, so you
Or
own.
you and don't remember now.
But
Yeah.
okay, so you were 9 when you bought it. See what I
no.
did there?
No, I saw, but I ignored it. I think I need to use the power of Google. When did it get released?
98.
98. Well done.
That was it was tough times for
Yeah,
mankind.
I was 13.
Yeah, but then it's acceptable. No discussion. Guilty pleasures. Okay, so I'm gonna drop something completely unexpected. Shit that I love. It is a little bit for a grown man. A little bit of a. I love K-dramas, Korean dramas. Korean
dramas.
K-drama.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for joining this stream. This is the last thing you will see.
I will show it. They are so geeky. For instance, one sign that they do quite often to show that they love someone is this. The heart. I mean, for fuck's sake, that's...
Is that what you do to your wife each time you wake up?
I do it from the balcony to people. I mean, yes, that's... but I like K-dramas because they allow me to slip into a bubble of naivety and pink glasses, and I can stay there for as long as I want to. And if a person has a really, a problematic history, for instance, okay, so she's a girl and she's divorced.
That's the worst thing that can happen.
That's like, whoa. I mean, she really is. That's unfortunate. And then somebody chops a head off with a samurai sword, and then you laugh about it, and that's a K-drama. It's completely great.
And I got intrigued with the decapitation there, but I'm agreeing with Alex A here. Yeah, I like anime. I love the concept, but I know very little of it. No, I mean, when you're like 9 and 10, and you see Fist of the North Star, you see Akira, you see Ninja Scroll, and all of these movies, it's amazing. There are bloods, boobs, violence, and it's just amazing.
I would have loved it, but when I was 9, we had Linus på linjen, Lalina. I mean, we didn't even have cartoons on TV because I grew up in fucking DDR Sweden before we had like color TV.
You had like sock puppets with condoms at your local grocery store or something.
Yeah, I mean, it was awful. So I mean, I would have loved shit like that. I had like a friend whose father bought like a parabola antenna so we could watch Transformers, and for me that was like, whoa, this is awesome shit.
It's heresy to watch, Transformers. That was like Clerks 2 reference.
And by the way,
and I missed it.
I believe that La Linea is Italian. It's an old 70s.
Oh yeah.
Animation.
I think you spoke of the true story about the drugged up line.
And so I have an excellent segue on all this topic. Speaking of my guilty pleasures.
Yeah, bring forth the pleasures.
Children.
So we spoke about K-drama and then anime, and also Italian animation. So there is a perfect coincidence here to frame my guilty pleasure. So in the 80s, starting from the 70s even, Italy was a great importer of Japanese anime. And in fact, they were transmitted in the national television channels. They were, we had maybe 7, 8 channels, and at least 3 of them during different times of the day they were transmitting this anime. The short ones, 20 minutes episodes of the most famous one you might know. I don't know, like Sailor Moon. Before that, we had a ton of them, and they were translated. They were dubbed.
Dubbed, so Italian dubbed anime.
Hold up.
There are levels of hell, Walter.
It gets worse.
Oh.
Of course, I was growing up watching this anime. I know, I don't know, dozens of them, hundreds maybe of them. But also what we did, is Italians.
We
people were composing music for their, opening themes.
Mm-hmm.
We were not just, taking whatever Japanese opening title. No, we were composing straight up from scratch songs in Italian to open these cartoons. And most often than not, the people composing these songs, since, we didn't have internet or shit back, and these people composing the songs were basically clueless about what the anime was about.
But the music was good.
They received a vague description of this anime.
Yeah, so like big cartoon boobs and swords.
Something. Yeah, this is about a girl who transforms into a special space cowboy singer. And they were, we need to write a song about that. So they were writing these lyrics that make no sense whatsoever and putting on a music.
But isn't that Italian lyrics in general?
Correct. And so my guilty pleasure is that sometimes I go and listen to those songs.
Oh,
I think you have played, during some very weak moments of your existence. I think you might, in stupor and stupidity, you might have shown it. And it isn't that bad. It's actually quite catchy, and I do enjoy it.
Sure, but the context makes really peculiar, I guess. And I will admit one last cherry on this shit cake, which is I also recorded
a cover.
metal covers, multiple of those songs.
Oh, dear.
There we go. Skål.
Yeah, well, drink to that shit.
We better drink now. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so this concludes the stream because I got nothing.
Yeah, that was the most sad and dorkiest thing I've heard today, at least. But,
Well, thank you for coming clean. I mean...
But I must say, the longest guilty pleasure in the eyes of others that I've had, and Neph, as you also had, the fucking paria of metal. We have liked Therion since the mid-90s.
Yeah. I was blown away today because it was like, we are that old now, and we have to stop this trend. It's like, 28 years ago this album was released. Who fucking cares? I don't care if this Therion album, what's being released now? It's like boring history lessons, like, did you know that Leprosy? Yeah, I fucking know that Leprosy was released a long time ago. I've heard it. But then I just concluded how ugly one of the earlier the Therion albums are fucking ugly, especially in the beginning.
No, I mean, I say in the beginning they were better. The first two, Of Darkness, Beyond Sanctum, and Symphony of Masters of Drakon Omegas, they were actually good. It was when, Le Pasta Cliffos was good. It was when Theli came. And after Theli, it went down.
Yeah.
Well, no, Vovin is fine.
Vovin is pretty fine.
Secret of the Runes is fine. Crowning of Atlantis is pretty fine.
Lemuria and Sirius.
No, Lemuria is fine. Sirius B is a bit of a Photoshop puke fest. But okay, Gothic Kabbalah is super simple. But okay, so we can say after Lemurian Series B, which only was one more album after that, which was Citrara. But
Yeah. But I mean, Therion, I don't feel guilty about that. I feel like I'm more enlightened than most.
vem fan lyssnar på Therion?
Why
Det är
we end
fan
up
jag.
always
Operabögar.
thinking about
Operabögen.
in this stream?
Yeah, you know, you should know by now, Walter, that all streams will, you know, somehow Therion will find its way.
Lead to Therion.
Just like, you know, every time you have intercourse, it's all those anime songs playing in your head. You know, they always come back.
Of course. I mean,
Yes, Rika, I will send you.
yes, Rika. Next time you're trying to log in, the stream will be unavailable, just for you. But that's okay.
And Enrique, when you get Walter's covers, you can use it as leverage to get a few monies from him.
Yes, but you will have Italian money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's...
We still have lira.
Yes, of course. Let's see. Gakay says something. Nickelodeon anime Avatar, The Last Airbender series just have an adult series. Blah, 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 blah. They stopped. Too long. I didn't understand. Pressure old. I suppose we had the chance to watch 4 final episodes. Yeah, but I mean, I think cartoons in general have always been, you know, a little bit, you know, this type of art that's been, you know, frowned upon by, you know, the oil painting critics. But I think these days people have really understood that it's true art in its own sense. And
yeah, fucking watch Secret of Nim from '82. It's like one of the most beautiful movies ever made. Or what's it called? Fantasia or whatever, you know.
Fantasia from Disney.
Alex, good remark. Who
Well,
replays
you know,
anime
Alex,
songs during intercourse? Yeah, it's I don't, you know, people are different.
Well, you know,
Don't king shame me, okay?
there's only 2 songs that I play during intercourse. It is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire intro, and it is and it is the Jeopardy.
Yeah. That's food for a completely different episode. The midnight edition. In Swedish television, Walter, you might not have seen this, but at some point we should see Natsud. Did you see that, Geo9, when it was happening? It was 2 Swedish guys. They were sitting on Swedish television, getting drunk, playing. Basically, they had like a YouTube party on Swedish television.
Oh, yeah. I just Googled the picture. Yes, I know that I watched it, but I don't have like super vivid memories of it.
Things were different in those days. Basically, on Swedish television, you had 2 guys, alcoholics, drinking, just talking like we do now, but on national television, playing quirky, short... those were the days. When Swedish television agreed, like, yeah, this sounds like good content for a late show on Sundays.
But Neff, do you remember Tutti Frutti?
I do.
It's that Italian, right?
Bruno, what was
you
his
are
name?
welcome. Umberto Smaila.
Well, you know, God bless him.
It's fantastic stuff. TV was just very different. I remember that there was one TV channel where you can like call in to make them play a video, and it cost like 5 crowns, whatever, like half a euro. And there was one band called Twinkle with a song Hello Hello, sung by 2 naked chicks, and we called in for it, and so did everybody else. So they only played that song time and time and time again. That was good TV.
I like it.
I think streaming TV came up as a result of, you know, like one normal person is like, no, I'm not gonna watch what other people want me to watch. I'm gonna fucking watch something, you know, clever. So, and here we are in the world of your own choices.
Hello, 200 times.
And now we're back to watching stupid people drink and rant.
So, speaking a bit more of the topic at hand, but something that both me and Walter started to like for the last couple of years is a very interesting genre called vaporwave,
Mm-hmm. Tell me.
which is it's a bit difficult to explain, but it's kind of like old 80s sampling
Okay.
together with beats and melodies. Some songs can be completely like they can take an old song from the 80s and just sorry.
Filter it out, or
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And then like maybe play it in 50%, and they have these voices that are also pitched down and stuff. It's very otherworldly. It feels like being deserted mall somewhere. It is. Some are really strange, some are really bad, and some are really good. It is like a rabbit hole. If you just search for one vaporwave artist, then you can just go down until you come to even lost transmission or signal wave.
it is. It's very like a fever dreamish.
Oh yeah, very weird.
It's a bit hallucination, a bit like also a bit nostalgic, of course, because
Yeah.
they use older things. So it kind of evokes some old weird memories, which you.
But I mean,
don't
it sounds
have.
extreme still. At
It
least
sounds like stream.
it's not like mainstream. At least it's
No. This is it's a big underground. Well, I'm not sure if it's big, but it seems
At
fairly
least
big.
there are two guys listening.
Yeah, true. But and they are big in the cassette and vinyl.
Of course they are.
I think the lowest, the deeper I have done, I've been in that particular rabbit hole is when I stumbled up, when we stumbled up, or maybe it was you, Nine. It was a Japanese band, Japan, that the only songs were excerpts from 80s Japanese forecast.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
they're-
that's called the signal wave
Signal
or
wave.
lost transmission. There are 360 songs, I believe, from this album, and they are between
Album.
4 seconds to 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And yeah, they are excerpts from weather forecasts from the 80s and 90s, and it's pretty unlistenable.
But I mean, a little bit. It's like when Moby. Speaking of guilty pleasures, one of my favorite artists is Moby. No,
Moby is
discussion.
amazing.
I fucking
He
love
did,
Moby.
Hotel ambient albums.
Yeah.
It's
Fantastic shit.
amazing.
But
Yeah.
he did the same when he took this traditional black music from the US and sort of extrapolated just the and then put beats on it, and it became really fucking amazing, actually. RIKET. But I think that's not guilty pleasure. That's just pure pleasure.
No, but guilty pleasure can, be the guilt being felt from others,
Yeah.
So, speaking of, could you discuss saxophone song for 15 minutes for now? Oh, yeah, you don't like saxophone? You got them, heathen.
I don't. No. No, I mean no.
Well, you're in no position to talk. So, Walter, 15 minutes of saxophone masturbation.
Discussion.
No, but I mean,
I just have one question for Neff. Do you?
Do you?
Yeah, it's a stupid inside joke. It's one of those vaporwave songs. It just goes.
I
like
don't.
that.
Send me the fucking links.
no, but I mean, there are some. I mean, good saxophone and cheesy guitars go together like, I don't know, intercourse and melted dick butter.
Yeah,
it
well,
is
perfect. Can't have one without the other. Saxophone, I mean, according to the legend, which is of course untrue, but I love it, the inventor hated it too. I mean, this vet disgusting fucking. I did a complete. I mean, there is an episode about it. So if when in doubt, banjo will be great. Saxophone not so much. But if you're Michael Monroe in Hanoi Rocks, then you can do saxophone and it will be great with a drum machine, and then it's fantastic. So yeah, guilty pleasures. Hanoi Rocks. I fucking love some glam rock. I really love it. But I don't feel too guilty about it.
A tough send for me too. I don't think
I think Mötley Crüe is one of the worst bands ever.
I beg to differ, and that's okay.
Well, you destroying your glass on the table says otherwise.
Yeah, I know.
do Guns N' Roses count as glam rock?
Tobias Rydsheim, what is bullshit? Saxophone or Mötley Crüe?
Yeah, I think he's a Mötley Crüe dick sucker.
You know, he's just not an idiot. So that is why he likes Mötley Crüe. God bless the children of the beast. I mean, when that tune came on, I was like 2 years old. I wasn't actually, because I was like maybe 7, 8. The Shout at the Devil album is fan-fucking-tastic.
You could also put your dick in a blender and get the same result. But here we are.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't that inventive at that age, so I sort of Too Fast for Love album. It's like almost a punk rock album. I really love that. Skid Row is guilty pleasure.
I can get some Skid Row. I can get some Guns N' Roses. But those, you know,
I don't know a single Skid Row song.
18 Alive, In a Darkened Room, Slave to the Grind, Monkey Business.
But those are heavier. I don't know, like Poison and that kind of stuff. I don't know, man.
Wasp, that's not a guilty pleasure. That is just pure pleasure.
Wasp is fantastic.
It's fucking fantastic. I saw Skid Row in '91. They had a slightly difficult role of playing support to Guns N' Roses. And when they played at the Globe, everybody was spitting at Sebastian Bach. So he was just covered in spit. Because everybody just wanted them to fucking quit. And he was standing there, you know, like a rock god, covered in snot. That was a little bit uncalled for. Because they were good. I mean, they put on a phenomenal show. But if you're gonna, you know, in '91, nobody could touch Guns N' Roses, especially not, you know, just before they released Use Your Illusion. Those were the days. I know Rocks, fucking fantastic shit.
But could the apex of guilty pleasures be if someone would admit to really like Nickelback?
Here, true story. Leader of Men is a good song.
Which song?
Leader of Men.
Sorry, I muted you 15 minutes ago.
It's one of the first songs they released. Maybe the first I heard with them. I like that song actually, but I fucking hate Nickelback. And then he stole my girlfriend, Avril. Him, out of all people.
What? Avril Lavigne?
Yeah.
Is she still 15?
She might be slightly older, but I don't.
What?
I was torn between Avril and Paris Hilton for a long time.
Was this before the video or?
It's yeah, that was actually before. I have to say the video did not make a good sale. It really didn't. But it made me okay, so yeah, fuck Nickelback. Nickelback is, it's just boring. That is so generic and boring.
There might be also another, like, in the top tier of guilty pleasures, if someone, you know, this is instant ban, by the way. It's also Amaranthe.
Yeah, that's
that might be the worst band ever, together with Nickelback, what are they called? Five Finger Death Punch. And those fucking days. Volbeat.
I have to put Disturb there too because I really don't
yeah,
like
yeah,
Disturb. But
They are their following. I don't like them
They-
one bit.
So does ISIS.
the band ISIS, though, they were a bit unfortunate. You have to give them that because they really are. They had something. ISIS, the band, but branding-wise, I think it was good for them that their career was over when the other ISIS stepped up on this. Because you don't want to be dragged by the Trumpers. They don't make a fucking distinction.
And Alex, yes, I did forget Sabaton, but these that I mentioned are like at the top of the pyramid of having a fucking fatwa after them.
Yeah.
Speaking of those kind of genre, we mentioned Amarante, which got fucking forbid, but we all like our cheese,
Cheese.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Cheese is
that's
the way.
okay.
Like-
Cheesy metal.
Okay, so let's name drop some cheese. Dire Straits, fucking
No, but-
amazing.
I must say that cheese is something that cheese for us isn't cheese for other people. Cheese is something which is more lökigt when it
Yeah.
comes to across the pond, So cheesy for people might be only in a negative way. So
No.
maybe we need to define
No.
cheese.
I mean good
cheese.
shot. Very melodic, surely cheesy, amazing. So
Much shoulder.
I will try to express what I am in the spectrum of cheese metal, because we mentioned some names. So of course everybody likes their classic power metal. Nobody will bat an eye if you say Halloween.
Of course not.
Great. And then we go,
Ray.
Gamma Ray, of course, fun. And then love that kind of stuff. Stratovarius, of course.
Iced
everybody
Earth
loves.
comes to mind.
Well, I still like. They are not power metal, but I still listen to them.
Anyway,
Me too.
After, will you say Battle Beast in
one
Black?
sec. Let me do this. So we are here, but then Rhapsody of Fire came out, and that's quite a lot of Italian mozzarella
Dragon cheese.
going on there. That's dragon cheese. Still love them. Many things I like a lot. Sonata Arctica.
Yeah,
Many people at this point would be
Ed guy.
Ed guy, right? Avantasia. Many people is starting to get a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is a bit uncomfortable, but
Right,
you still like it.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Maybe not completely, absolutely everything, but
No.
most, like 80% of the stuff. And then we go to this new, modern, Finnish pop metal, Beast in Black.
Then it starts to become a bit
That's-
difficult. Yeah.
That's my guilty pleasure.
Do you
Because
feel,
I love them.
guilty for saying this for 20 people now?
Yes, crucify me with your blind and frozen.
I do like his voice, of course, that Greek person. But yeah, I think that might be a bit too much for me. Even though I like the song,
Yeah,
Blind and Frozen. It's a bit catchy. I will not be angry if someone forcefully play it.
yes, it's extremely overproduced. Thank you. And
Was it your servant?
Yeah, where is my beer?
Where's my? Oh fuck! I live alone.
Jörg, would you mind?
Beer?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Ooh!
So yes, exactly. Extremely overproduced pop metal from Finland. That's how. There we go.
Life is good. We're gonna
amazing.
stop, but not yet, because we also have to throw it out there in the chat. State your guilty pleasure. Do it now, or speak, or forever hold your tongue.
We
whatever
will
it's called.
judge you accordingly.
Yes,
They
we
have
will.
been pondering and bubbling this
We can say whether you should feel guilty or not. It's quite easy. We are 3 judges.
Yeah.
Guilty or not?
We are in no position.
Nightwish. I'd say.
I fucking love Nightwish.
I'm one of the few that really loves the first album, Angels Fall
Oh,
First,
it's super great.
because I ordered from Ginza back when it came, and I actually started to like Nightwish a bit more now during the last couple of years. I mean, I like to watch the live stuff. I don't listen to their if I need to justify it. I don't.
Okay.
I like the live stuff.
Oh, sorry.
I like the whole,
I'm dying from age.
The whole
Okay.
period with Tarja Turunen I like.
We need to have some sort of system here. Thumbs up and down. Guilty pleasure, then it's thumbs up because guilty pleasures are good. Down, then it's not guilty. So we start with Nightwish. I say it's not a guilty pleasure.
No, not guilty for me. No.
You did it wrong.
I mean also. Okay. Not guilty. Okay, then we take the next one. Baby metal. Guilty.
Yeah, you should fucking electrocute yourself.
Yes, stop that. Guilty about anything I like. Okay, but that's right, Beanan. Ghost, Amon Amarth, the odd Disturbed song. Okay, then we take Ghost. Is Ghost a guilty pleasure?
I mean, I don't hate them, so yeah. I mean, you should feel dirty.
Feel a bit filthy. That's okay. Amon Amarth? No, I don't think it's guilty.
No.
Okay.
We need to stop agreeing.
Tesseract. I don't.
Progressive bullshit from America.
Extremely math technology.
Yeah. Fucking.
That's okay. That's okay. Jamiroquai. Yes, that's guilty. It's a guilty pleasure.
I think it's super good actually.
He's cool.
So wait,
Thumbs up for me.
how was it again?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I just gave it thumbs down because. But he was fucking invading Washington. Is that okay? No, that's not okay.
Well, I don't care. I still listen to
I think it's cool. I think he's,
He did that to release his new album. I read that on Twitter. That
it needs to be correct.
You can't release your album like that. That's
He only knows music.
Attic. I don't know what Attic is.
No, so yeah, I guess they suck.
My friend Robin likes Fintil. Should he be ashamed? No.
Nope.
I don't like it, but he should be ashamed.
I'll give you maybe a little bit.
Nah, not guilty.
No, not guilty. Manson, absolutely not guilty.
Absolutely
Super
not.
cool.
Yeah, I feel guilty. I wouldn't accept or admit it.
Walter, are you hearing how it's breaking up the connection? Oh no!
Oh,
Did
we
he
lost.
just disappear?
Finally.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
Okay. Old Slipknot. I mean, I don't like it, but I mean, you shouldn't feel guilty if you do.
I don't think it's a guilty pleasure. We actually showed my girlfriend some old Slipknot. It's okay. It's not bad. I mean, it's what they are. I don't like them, but still they represent good stuff, I think.
Here's the thing. I'm just a fucking They live from playing distorted guitars and wearing penises on stage. Of course, I'm fucking jealous.
Angry and violent.
Okay, Metallica asking for a friend.
You need to ask if it's Metallica after the Black Album or Black Album and forward. One would say,
I don't. Which album?
Load and Reload. Yes, amazing.
It's
No. It's just don't do it. I mean, Metallica. They did their last album was Injustice for All, and then some other band have made albums. I sure decent rock albums like Nickelback, similar. Bloodhound Gang, definitely guilty.
no,
not guilty.
no, not guilty. Not guilty.
guilty.
Fuck that. They are super awesome.
Russian jail songs, absolutely not guilty. More black metal than black metal.
Did you know that a lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying?
That song is actually quite nice. Have you heard King Missile and the hit song Detachable Penis?
No, but I can relate.
It's about a guy. He wakes up, and his penis is missing again, because it's detachable. So he has to go down to the flea market and bargain for it. Because, I mean, he was drunk. He has a detachable penis, which is super convenient.
He sold it.
But it's missing again. King Missile. Check it up. Agree
Finally, some good...
Behemoth, don't be... don't be ashamed.
Behemoth, come on. That's
What? Behemoth?
Cannot be guilty.
No, I mean... No. Super unguilty. It's Behemoth is that's a band that used to be quite true, but dares to just keep pushing. I say they sort of are like where Manson would go if he would do black metal. I like it.
I mean, the Satanist is the most important.
No Effects is not guilty. Not guilty. No Effects.
I don't know. I never heard them, so I don't know.
Oh, it's like skate punk, I would say. Good, clever skate punk.
Guilty.
So one artist which I really like, especially nowadays, Lady Gaga.
Insomnium, not guilty.
I do not know them.
No,
Finish.
well, they're not super good. Walter, you said something about Lady Gaga?
Good.
I said that I like her a lot, especially
Lady
nowadays.
Gaga, unguilty.
Thank you.
Sia, unguilty. Sia, the Chandelier.
Yes.
Unguilty.
Yes.
Chandelier?
Yeah. She has 2.3 billion plays on YouTube now.
I guess she's doing something right.
Behemoth rule, yes they do. Eminem. Then we're... I
Not guilty because he is...
He's cool.
I don't listen to him, but he is super talented.
That's
Super
the only hip hop I can actually enjoy.
Have you seen the video to My Band?
Summoning who Snooder Blade or the fuck? No, summoning is
Come on.
that's like
Summoning is so unguilty. It's the best shit.
When we talked about what should you like if you like metal, horror movies and dark clothes. Summoning is one of those bands.
Okay,
No
so-
one
And-
Summoning.
Alex.
I have to, pro tip.
Sorry.
If you're like a long-haired or you're a guy, I have a friend. He's a good-looking fellow from Germany, but he has this problem. He's not in a band. So whenever he meets, chicks, we're out.
Oh, it says it's summoning.
They're always talking to him. It's like blah blah blah. It's like, are you in a band? It's like no. And then it's like, oh, I have to go to the toilet. So he's like, what am I to do? And I was like, you are now in summoning. And I tried this on a chick. We were standing outside Pet Sounds bar in Stockholm, and a girl in a Bursum shirt walks by, and she's pissed drunk but rather cute. And I said to her, "Oh, so you like Bursum? Yeah. So you're like,
Into the dungeon synth.
yeah." So like, do you want to meet? Do you want to meet one of the guys in summoning? It's just like, what? And I point at my friend, and he almost got raped in the street. Because summoning is your like free card. If you're not in a band, nobody knows how they look.
Oh, that's good.
Always good to know.
Good to know.
Pro tip. God tier. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Programmed drums. I mean, I had a complex conversation this Saturday with some people, including the ex-drummer of Marduk, by the way, whether Vaig plays drums or is drum machine on all the albums, and we beg to differ. But some of the people present, we speak people who should know, say that it's drum machines, all of it. And then I would say, then drum machines are fine.
Yeah, I mean, even the Bathory use drum machines, so...
And if they are used in a good way, they are...
Yeah, I mean, we all know that drummers are difficult. So I mean, and if you've been touring in the eastern parts of Europe, half of the bands have like a drum machine anyway, because drummers are rare there. And I mean,
we played with a band that their drummer got stuck in was it Transnistrian or something at the border, and
Rydshem. Okay, yeah, because I think so too. Because Det som en gång var, it sounds played, even maybe it's looped. I love his playing. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for
We should make another episode completely on
drum
program
machines.
drums and what they mean.
Oh, Caladium Brood, Emil, they are really good. Echoes
They're
of
really
Battle, Echoes of Battle is a really good album.
Sig Arthur, American or Canadian, I don't know, also good. Similar type band. I mean, Summoning are so good that I even like the tribute bands.
The tribute band called Bursum? No.
I am actually in conversations with a musician from another band about making, just one tribute song to Summoning, because that's how much I love them.
But a guilty pleasure when it comes to extreme isn't... Who really likes Life Lover? I mean, for real.
Never heard them, actually. I
Life
never listened.
Yeah, right?
One song. It's
Yeah,
to judge.
I don't think people really like Life Lover. I think this is a phase that, when people start to listen...
Face. I love that expression.
Yeah, I think it is a fucking phase to like Life Lover. Because no fucking... Yeah, well, Stitch. Fuck off. I mean... I don't think seriously someone can play like that, Mys piece or whatever, whatever they're fucking called. It's like, yeah, this is a really good song. No, it isn't. It really isn't. It's like this transition band from extreme to extreme that you need to listen to or whatever.
But other names there beside, Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton.
He's a man.
Yeah, he's a man. And after seeing him in when he does that shit in Saturday Night Live, you realize also he knows how cheesy he is.
Oh yeah,
you gotta love him.
He embraces the cheese,
Yeah.
and of course.
But of course, it is a guilty pleasure if you really love.
If you really loves him, yes.
Yeah.
Neff and Walter, you're not alone with someone giving you beer. Hi, Nine. Do you want a beer? Yeah, thank you. Just put it there.
That's great. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm a bit thirsty. I've been talking about Life Lover now, and I feel a little bit, dry in the throat. I never really paid attention to Life Lover.
Good.
But I was supposed to go to what was their final gig, but I was like, no, I'll catch them next time. But no, I won't.
Didn't someone die in the band, or maybe that's the best thing ever happened to the band?
He died. And there are so many bands out there that people love by default, but I think that should be like a conversation for another.
Like Manowar, isn't that a default loving band, or no?
It's a fucking fantastic band, and everybody knows that.
What are you trying to say, Jörg?
I don't know. I mean, yes, some people don't like them.
I'm sorry for them because they're fucking morons. It's hard when you don't. Whatever camera angles. Jonas died in overdose. I mean, that's tragic. And I mean, that's one aspect of it. It's,
he died something he loved doing. So that's more than we will do.
Yeah, most likely. I will die when streaming. We're gonna wrap this up. If you have any guilty pleasures now, state them now or forever hold your silence.
Or you can hold your breath until next time.
You can always do that. I think guilty pleasures, but I mean, you popped the bubble very early there, Nine, because I think there are no guilty pleasures like Cradle and many before them.
They're only weak people.
If you like it, you like it, and that's fine. And if people have a problem with that, then that's their fucking problem.
Yeah, because
these people out there liking
Nicki Minaj. This is
Syrian or something.
I don't know who Nicki Minaj is. I'm too old, I think.
Nina J.
I heard one song.
Is
wish
that
I
the girl
had.
with the boobs and ass
Yes.
or something?
I like boobs and ass, but I'm not sure if I like her.
I don't. I hope you'd never, get to watch that.
No guilt. No guilt. I think guilt is overrated.
Yes,
Generally, I mean, guilt is always generated by somebody who wants, control whatever, opinions there are out
Guilt
there.
or for Christians in Sweden we have vemod.
Vemod, ångest, jag gick i sjön. We have ways to deal with it too. But I think guilt is overrated, and it's a very Catholic shit. And the Catholics, however, the Protestants, we're born in a Protestant. We have no way out of the guilt. The Catholics, they only have to go to a somewhat intrusive priest, and they say they're sorry, and then that's that. We can never get out of this shit.
But you haven't ever go through the cathartic experience, the wonderful experience of confessing all of your sins to an understanding and probably very aroused priest in the
exactly other, who's heavy exactly. Have you ever done confession?
Unfortunately, I had once when I was a kid.
This is your second time. I'm just asking. This is your second time.
Where did it touch you?
Yes.
So tell us about, before we're wrapping this up, I want to know about your confession.
Yeah, what did you confess to?
Well, so I was before I was a teenager in Italy.
Running around the streets of Rome.
Yes, you are supposed to do a lot of Catholic bullshit, including this first communion and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, you had to confess at least once. So I was maybe 10. So I guess the target age for.
Yeah, perfect.
And I don't remember. Maybe I said, maybe once I thought about stealing a toy from a friend or something. There was something completely.
Yeah, so you make something up to, because you have to.
Made something up. Yes, but I felt a bit compelled because I was, powerless there. So you get to, Jesus Christ, I'm being judged here. I need to confess.
Yeah, great.
Well, I hope you feel guilty for confessing to a child molester.
Oh yeah.
Not all priests.
Well, 5% of them at least.
It's okay as long as you don't brag. Well, I don't care much about religion, but I like confessing in a good community like the one we have here. So I'm ecstatic, and we should do this also more often. At least we need to rant. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate that people tune in. We actually have at least 2 people on Twitch, which is fine, and we have some on YouTube and some on Facebook. I mean, we're everywhere until they ban us again.
Well, until Walter will want to play Force Gender Reassignment, and you
Exactly.
play the uncensored version on Vimeo. There is a reason, sir, why it's on Vimeo.
You are welcome.
Yes, it's thank you so much. You added some elements to it, and I'm happy that we can do that for you. I'm happy that we are here for you in that sense also.
Well, then I must say it's been a pleasure, sirs, doctor, old man.
Should we say a guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure.
I will see myself out.
No, it's always a pleasure. We'll be back, this trio, talking about something. Fuck knows. We'll see.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe there will be some
Beer.
music, beer, and maybe a video or something. To make it a bit more interesting.
Always a pleasure, and thank you all in the chat, and
Thank you,
internet,
Thanks,
and see you guys soon. I'll go into the outro.
Yeah, until next time.
Next time. Puss och kram.